Alright, we're back. More Avatar ass-kickery.
Yep. Okay. So, more talk about weird bending. Airbenders. Can they bend any type of gas, or just the types of gases that are normally in the air? I mean, Milo bent his farts, right? But those are methane, and there's naturally some methane in the air anyway.
You know what? It's maybe unclear. Goddamn, earthbending is strong.
Yeah, earthbending's fucking good.
It's one of the reasons why I would probably be an earthbender.
Oh yeah, Toph bent space Earth. Remember the meteor rock?
Yeah. Then again, I think when you classify it, though, it's still Earth, just not Earth's Earth.
Earthbending is a misnomer. It's more like mineral bending.
Yeah, but if, like I just said, Avatar being people who are, before science as we understand it, don't know shit.
Medicine is rubbing herbs on open wounds and hoping for the best.
Yeah. No, to be fair, they do have waterbending, which is...
Yeah, which is, like, freakishly good even by today's standards.
What's that? You have a burn? Instantly gone.
Yeah, fuck. I guess their medicine is, like, neither here nor there. Because if you have a waterbender on hand, it's fucking amazing, but if you don't, it's probably shit.
Yeah. Well, then again, like, other nations, like, before the nations started mixing, other nations had medicine, right? So there had to be something.
I suppose if you live in the Fire Nation and you have a huge gaping wound, they'd probably cauterize it super quick.
More than likely.
I mean, I'd hazard a guess that the Fire Nation is the first one to figure out that cauterization is a thing. If only by accident.
Yeah. You know what? They probably learned about cauterizing in the middle of one of their Aki-Kai things when someone had an arm blown off and they realized, hey, this isn't bleeding. Maybe we should capitalize upon this.
Accidental discoveries.
I'd imagine it's the same thing in the Star Wars universe because fucking... Lightsabers probably cauterized a wound, and I would get, like, the Star Wars universe, I'm a huge fan, but it is filled with morons.
Oh, yeah.
Filled to burst.
They say that necessity is the mother of invention. I'm inclined to agree, but I would say that if necessity is the mother, accident is the father.
Yeah.
Those are probably the two best
Two sides of the same coin.
We need this. Someone get on it. Hey, look at this thing I stumbled ass backwards into.
Case in point, penicillin. That wasn't a guy trying to cure a lot of diseases. That was a dude who just...
That was a dude who just forgot to plug in his fridge.
Yeah.
And had a sandwich.
Oh shit, yogurt. What do you mean it's just killing all the diseases in the lab? Earthbending strong, remove spirit. Remove spirit smell.
Yeah, wasn't it just that he had a moldy sandwich and then he's like, wait, this is killing the bacteria that I accidentally contaminated with a sandwich. Alright.
That actually raises more questions. Like, why did he have the sandwich anywhere near bacteria?
Because he was not a smart man, Jay.
I was gonna say, unless he was contemplating very complicated suicide.
Maybe. Actually, something that happens a surprising amount of the time, even now. Basically, a lot of ethics concerns have prevented people from doing a lot of animal testing.
Which is unfortunate, because that's how we figure a lot of shit out.
But, there's also a serious code of ethics about human testing, where no matter how voluntary the subject is...
There's gotta be certain things. Yeah,
right.
And, like, this actually causes a lot of problems, because sometimes you can't tell a participant things, because psychology tells us when they know certain things, it fucks up the entire test. Well, but the ethics commission's like, you really can't not tell them this.
Okay, well, let's take, for instance, the first ever heart transplant. Due to ethics concerns, they wouldn't let it happen in the United States, so the dude went to Africa to do it. This was a guy who was going to die regardless.
Yeah.
And the doctor said, like, hey, look, I've got an idea. The odds are shit, but if it works, you'll live. And...
if I was already gonna die, I'd be like, well... odds are better than dying.
Is it better than 0? Yeah. Do it. But basically, because of the ethics concerns, even today, a lot of scientists will perform their human experimentation on themselves. Because at no point can anyone argue that they were not aware of the risks when they were the most aware of the risks.
Yes. So I'm just gonna kill these guys because
They're all illusions?
Killing those 3 makes the fight immensely easier.
Fair enough.
Because if you didn't notice, they were dropping Kamehameha comments.
Yep.
Oh, good, more of them.
And, like, a lot of times on a human testing trial, if something goes terribly wrong, and, like, the doctor...
Oh, Jesus. Oh, crap.
And, like, the doctors didn't predict this specific side effect, they'll sue.
Yeah.
But that's why you do live testing, because you don't know what might go wrong. But, who you gonna sue if you did it to yourself?
Yeah, who are you gonna sue when it's you?
Like, if the lab has clear rules about not doing this, and then you do it anyway, the only victim is yourself, and there are clear rules against doing it, so it's not like the lab can be held responsible. But yeah, actually I remember reading a while ago about this, this one scientist who figured out that if you have a small hookworm colony within yourself, it actually stops your body from having allergic reactions to things because it's too freaked out about the hookworms.
That's a weird thing.
Well, that's what allergic reactions are, right? It's when your body spazzes out about something that it thinks is harmful but isn't. So it turns out that if you insert a specific harmful thing into the body, your body will be like, no, nose, you shut up. We
got a bigger problem.
We're dealing with hookworms. We'll get to your thing later. But yeah, I'm not entirely sure of the validity of that research, nor am I sure what the side effects are on hookworms. But I know that these people couldn't get, like, human trials because hookworms are bad, so they did it to themselves.
Okay, so how do I open that box?
Accuracy. Try not jumping. Deal with it. No used games. Always on internet. Deal with it.
Like, half of them are hitting from where I currently am, and I really can't improve my accuracy.
And the other half are just hitting.
Oh, there it is. Boy, I'm probably
dumb.
Well, alright then.
Yeah, rank B. Nice work,
Whee!
That is super cool.
I only wish it lasted longer.
Oh, I thought you were just turning it off. Then again, why would you ever turn it off?
Yeah, you know me. I love fire. Oh, that looks bad.
Yeah, that's not a good sign.
Yeah. How?
Just... It's a black hole. If you just feed it equivalent mass to the star that died.
Whoa, this is neat.
Oh, fuck.
Get fucked, I guess. Oh, God. Do not stand in that,
okay.
I guess.
I know it's kind of lame to talk about someone else's Let's Play on our Let's Play, but have you been watching two best friends play,
I usually do.
Have you been watching them play, what's it called? Super Mario RPG?
Yeah.
Spinning that around reminds me of the Bowser weapon, where it's just a chain chomp that you spin around.
Would you kindly cut your shit out, you stupid shithawks? Damn,
oh my god,
spirit
they sound like seagulls.
Damn spirit eagles! Eagles! You know what's really fun? Having a Lord of the Rings nerd and asking them why didn't the eagles help in the beginning?
Well, have I told you the theory about fly you fools?
Yeah, where it's fly you fools actually meant just go get the eagles.
Yeah.
Shit's gotten bad enough.
Well, basically Gandalf had always intended to use the eagles, but he didn't want to go straight from Rivendell and use the eagles because they'd see that shit coming and just kill the eagles. And there were a couple of really obvious points where they could have called for the eagles, but instead they decided to go to Moria, which was like super unobvious because no one would expect the eagles there. And then when they got out, they were just they were gonna take the eagles, but Gandalf didn't want to tell anyone because like secrety wizard.
Yeah.
And then right at the end, he tried to tell Frodo in a way that was subtle enough that people who overheard it might not know, but Frodo had no doubt heard of the eagles before from Bilbo, so he figured Frodo would catch on.
But alas, he did not.
And yeah, that's a really interesting theory that I really like.
Oh, Christ. You bastard. No, he got me, Korra. There's no doubt about it that he got me.
Oh, there's also the theory that Gandalf is just a really clever level 1 cleric from Dungeons and Dragons.
Why did anyone think that?
Because all the spells he uses can be done by a level 1 cleric in Dungeons and Dragons.
To be fair, yeah, you never actually see him perform any major spells.
The biggest thing he did was create a huge blinding light against the Uruk-hai, so the Riders of Rohan basically had a huge sneak attack.
Which is a thing cleric can do pretty easy.
And if you can, allow for, 5,000 mounted, heavily armored riders to sneak attack a group of enemies, that's pretty fucking impressive.
Hey man, fucking D&D is all about creativity. I should be the fucking case in point for that statement.
Yeah, Jay in our D&D campaign has basically become a mounted death machine. Oh, cool, that counts as an attack.
Hey, look, I'm not touching it. I'm like one of those stupid kids that teases
I'm not touching you.
I'm not touching you. Na 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 na. No wonder Avatar Aang was untouchable. Look at this bullshit I'm performing. Anyway. Time to
Awesome bullshit.
Maybe I should do something instead of that. There we go. There's a thing.
Oh god, that combo.
Oh fuck. Oh, get me out of this goop. Jane, stop this crazy thing. You know, that's a really good combo. It's a shame I can't fucking stop. So, yeah, but, it's not even that has become impressive about me and my D&D bullshit. It's how I will come up with a solution no one expects, and it just by chance will actually work super good. Like making friends with a multi-headed monster.
Yeah, basically.
Simply by promising him first pick of the treasure room.
Yeah, basically he got a huge monster that was working for a hobgoblin warlord to totally betray that hobgoblin in exchange for most of that hobgoblin's money.
Which was a better deal than having to fight the son of a bitch, I'll tell you that much.
Yep.
I really wish I could freaking activate my... There it is.
Your ball?
Yeah. Well.
Right when it becomes pointless.
Fantastic.
Is that symbol a lotus?
Yep.
Huh. So is this wall set up by the White Lotus then, or?
Unlikely, because this dude is pretty evil. He does not seem like White Lotus material.
Maybe it's the Red Lotus.
Yeah, probably, but... Boy, this is actually a really hard door to break for some reason.
I still
Would you
love
kindly
that...
fucking open... There you go.
I still love that in the series, Zahir thought he was all tough shit because he'd just gotten his water bending.
Yeah.
Air bending. And then he tries to airbend against Tenzin, and Tenzin just starts wrecking his shit all day long.
And
the other guys show up.
The only reason he survived the fight was because 3 other benders happened to be in the vicinity on his side.
Yep.
Okay.
Basically, the only reason Tenzin lost that fight was because Combustion Woman and the Lava Bender dude and Water Arms McGee just stepped in to completely 180 that shit.
It was just like, oh shit.
But yeah,
fearless...
Zahir's like, I'm the chosen one. I'm the best airbender alive.
Oh.
Oh no.
Maybe this man who has been training all of his life might be better at me than this thing I've learned.
The Avatar.
Might be better than me at this thing I learned yesterday.
Yeah. Oh man. I fucking love that. I love that whole scene.
Oh god. Fucking... Also, I can't remember who I was talking to about this, but something I figured out about Korra that's really depressing is that she accidentally creates, in some way or another, every single problem that has happened in the Avatar.
Well, she didn't create the Equalists, she just made it worse.
She made the Equalists worse. She made the, she did create the almost... No, she was directly responsible for everything that happens with Unalaq. Yep. She is therefore responsible for everything that happened with Zahir. She is doubly responsible for, fucking, what's her name? Earth Hitler. Kuvira.
How is she doubly responsible for Kuvira?
Because she created the political situation and then fucks off and doesn't deal with it until it's too late.
Oh, yeah. Well, she didn't create the political situation, she just failed to stop it when she had the opportunity to.
Yeah,
also, the political situation was created by something that she had earlier created as well, so yeah, I suppose you're right.
And also, like, if she had been around to do her job...
I can't help but think that Aang would have been infinitely better. And I can't help that with Aang, the whole thing with Zahir probably would have started with a huge fucking conversation that lasts like 3 days.
Because both of them fucking loved talking.
Well, like, say what you will about Zahir.
He was reasonable, if nothing else.
If world leaders were willing to hear him out, violence would not have been the first resort.